We believe in
I just want to,
providing.
before you go any further,
Yeah.
I'm up for it. We're up for it. Whatever you do differently. We want to experiment too. What do you guys want? You want like
we can be friends. There can be a few benefits, John. Friends with benefits, but not. We're not going to commit all the way. Benefits of trade, benefits of defense.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll be cool about it.
Look, I was just as surprised as everyone else when I went to check my American news information, as I have since MTV days, back when Jon Stewart was still explaining the world to us before we even knew we needed it explained. And somehow, I've learned more how power works from an American comedian than from anyone in our leadership, which is impressive and also kind of terrifying.
Hey, who's that handsome guy? Hello, 911 emergency. There's a handsome guy in my house. Oh, wait a second, cancel that. It's only me. Oh, you drive.
You sometimes hear about liberal bias in the media these days, how they're constantly letting our government off the hook for no good reason. Frankly, I think that's insulting. It's clear that they let us off the hook for a very good reason, because we paid them $600 million.
He doesn't say, "I love you." He says, "My hypothalamus is firing oxytocin at above average levels." He doesn't believe in miracles, unless you count people still inviting him to parties. He's been blocked by Santa Claus. He once explained gravity to a falling child. He once told his date that love is a brief neurochemical delusion. He once ruined New Year's Eve by explaining it was arbitrarily assigned by ancient bureaucrats.
They're talking about Canadians like we don't understand stuff. We understand it. We just don't understand you. Americans, they argue loudly. Europe argues politely. Canada explains things like we've already agreed on them. And that's not leadership. It's customer service for a product that we didn't even order. And somehow we're paying for the shipping.
Je suis libéral, alors c'est sûr que je pense que oui. Certainement, quand on regarde les grands premiers ministres du 20e siècle, les seuls qui ont vraiment tenu le coup, c'était des députés du Québec. C'était Trudeau, c'était Mulroney, c'était Chrétien, c'était Paul Martin. Alors, on a un rôle, ce pays, le Canada, est à nous.
Of life in the private sector. There's no possible conflict of interest in your assets. It's very difficult to believe.
Look inside yourself, Rosemary. I mean, you start from a prior of conflict and ill will.
It's woven into one of the things we say all the time, which is diversity can and should be a source of strength. It's that we no longer define ourselves, if we ever did, through a traditional or stereotypical identity of a typical Canadian.
They're talking about Canadians like we don't understand stuff. We understand it. We just don't understand you. Americans, they argue loudly. Europe argues politely. Canada explains things like we've already agreed on them. And that's not leadership. It's customer service for a product that we didn't even order. And somehow we're paying for the shipping.
Registering your guns is just the first step towards taking away guns from everyone. That's never going to happen because here in Canada we have a culture that has grown up with guns.
Weapons licenses for those convicted of intimate partner violence and those subject to protection orders will be revoked. Through the deployment of scanners, drones, and helicopters, additional personnel, and canine teams, the government will stem the tide of illegal guns and drugs across the border. It will take these steps while protecting the rights of law-abiding gun owners and Indigenous peoples' long-standing hunting traditions.
I keep hearing Canada has no culture. We're a post-national state or something. We have culture. You just don't like the parts that don't vote for you. Okay, also, a quick reminder. Apparently, we need one. Canada is not an American side quest, a European branch office, or a Chinese investment opportunity. We are not up for a franchise. We are part of the Commonwealth. Yeah, that thing everyone forgets exists. Over 50 countries, billions of people, shared system, shared history. Not exactly a backyard club. And no, before anyone panics, that doesn't mean we're owned. We're independent. We just didn't wake up yesterday and reinvent ourselves. People served under that system. They still do. Built lives, fled for it. The history is there. So, no, we don't need the US telling us who we are. We don't need the EU managing us. Nor do we need China's influence in the boardroom. We already have our alliances. We just keep forgetting them. God save the king.
The order in council that made assault-style weapons illegal to use, to purchase, or to share or sell is still in place. The Conservative Party of Canada has as its official position that it wants to restore the legality of assault-style weapons in this country.
And now he's spreading disinformation. Years after he promised he was going to ban these so-called military assault rifles, they're still legal in Canada. And he's paying foreign hunters to get into helicopters and fly around over Vancouver Island to slaughter deer that our hunters would have taken down for free for the meat. When will this Prime Minister stop his policy of targeting lawful Canadians and go after the real criminals that
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play.
Tried saying in the Vancouver Sun, oh, maybe there was 2 or 3 shots in the deer. No, they got hamburgered. You know, like it was a hot mess. I can't believe the amount of the waste and the spending on that. Yeah. And they're like ruling out our weapons, and yet they use the exact same rifle that they say that we're not allowed to possess.
Fucking damn it! Oh, fucking damn it! Oh, fucking damn it!
Debates, and we have a culture where the difference is guns can be used for hunting or for sport shooting in Canada, and there's lots of gun owners, and they're mostly respecting and law-abiding, but you can't use a gun for self-protection in Canada. That's not a right that you have in the Constitution or any.
Maybe stop explaining Canadians to Canadians. It's not a policy issue, it's tone. I've been watching it for a long time, and that is really bothering me. It's tone. This condescending. We'll explain it to you later. Maybe you won't understand. Just wait your turn, that kind of energy. That needs to stop because we have culture. We have culture before Canada was Canada. And I don't care how you dress it up and say it, press conference or smooth out nice words. Talking down to people is still talking down to people. And lately, I feel like we're being told to sit quietly and not complain. Wait for explanation, wait for decision, wait for permission. That's not leadership. Not leadership in any way, shape, or form. The problem isn't Canada, it's how the politicians are talking about it. We're still here, but you guys stopped listening. And we're still here, because we're not all there. I'm Laura Briggs, and that's my talk.